Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto, 7:30 here on our Wednesday morning. Thankfully, nobody's hurt after shots fired overnight. That's according to local authorities as their investigation starts. SLED's going to take over to look into an officer-involved shooting from earlier this morning. Aiken County deputies say they responded to a domestic situation at the Palisades at Langley Pond around 1 o'clock this morning. At some point, shots rang out. The sheriff's office says none of their deputies were hurt and a suspect is in custody uninjured as well. We've reached out to SLED to learn more about this case, like who authorities arrested. In just a few weeks, Augusta's hotels are going to be packed with patrons for tournament week. Now, many hotels are struggling with the squatting problem. 3 years ago, Georgia lawmakers made it possible for guests to claim tenant rights after a certain amount of time, leading to a drawn-out eviction process that could take months. But a new bill could put an end to that. It would allow law enforcement to remove anyone not paying after 5 days. Hotel staff would have to prove they are not paying. They're in complete support of the bill. They say the formal eviction process takes too much time when squatters can continue to live there until a court rules on it. We spoke with law enforcement about how this bill will help them. They say while they do need to protect businesses, the work shouldn't stop at evicting someone.
We'd love to help them. We don't mind giving them transportation to one of the shelters if they need to, reunite them with family. The sheriff's office has made it clear that we're here to help folks.
The bill did make it to the State House for a second reading. Even if it passes, it's likely we won't see how it works until later this year. Augusta leaders could be putting a hold on apartments except for one area. They say this moratorium wouldn't apply to the downtown business district. Commissioners discussed the change in committee yesterday. Some leaders say apartments can create challenges for infrastructure, schools, and utilities. Augusta Mayor Garnett Johnson says single-family homes should be the priority.
Especially in South Richmond County, they're concerned with their numbers. We should be creating more single-family residents for Augusta Richmond County. We should be creating more workforce housing, more affordable housing, more housing availability to those that are entering the housing market.
Mayor Pro Tem Wayne Guilfoyle says houses would complement the area. Other leaders say the moratorium could add to the displaced numbers in the city. While no action was taken, Commissioner Francine Scott says leaders should meet with the Builders Association regarding the issue. During committee meetings, leaders considered options for a homestead exemption. Last month, they opted out of the state's new law on property tax hikes, but understood they could look at implementing one at the local level. Yesterday, they listened to a presentation from the chief appraiser on options. The next step is to hold a public information session. That's expected to happen Monday at 6 o'clock inside the commission chamber. The City of Aiken's Engineering and Utilities Department has a boil water advisory in effect. Leaders say it's because of water main breaks yesterday morning. People who live on Hunt Cliff Trail, Hunt Cliff Place, Ridgemont Drive, Buckhorn Road, Cozier Court, and Hasty Road need to boil their water for at least a minute. You can find the rest of the streets on your screen or on our website, WRDW.com. The advisory is in effect until water quality meets the standards. We'll let you know once that's lifted. Couple road closures to tell you about this week heading your way. One of them in Augusta. The city has a temporary road closure in place as they say a water line will need to be repaired on a part of Damascus Road. That means you won't be able to turn onto Damascus Road from Wrightsboro Road. That's from 7 to 5 today, then 7 to noon tomorrow. Leaders say if you need to get to First Tee of Augusta, the Aquatic Center, or University Housing on Jaguar Way, use Highland Avenue. In Columbia County, there's a lane closure starting tomorrow. Leaders say a temporary lane closure will be on Hardy McManus Road at the Furies Ferry Road intersection. Crews will be out there from 9 to 2:30, and that'll last until next Thursday. The county says it has to extend a temporary lane closure. Crews are working on Horizon West Parkway for utility installation at the Horizon South Parkway intersection. Leaders say that's extended until March 14th. That is this Friday. Expect delays or take a different route if you can. We now know who's going to perform at this year's Rock for Dough concert. First Tee of Augusta announced Brett Young, Russell Dickerson, Channing Wilson, and the Mason Jars, along with DJ Rock. You'll get to see them on April 8th in the Lady A Pavilion. Now, because the lineup is announced, the ticket prices have changed. General admission is now $40 each. On the day of the show, tickets will be $50 online and at the box office. Kids 5 and under get in for free with an adult who has a ticket. You can buy them on rockfordough.com. And remember, all proceeds benefit First Tee of Augusta. Reigning 2A state champs yesterday. It was their first opportunity to really celebrate the team's success. They won 14 straight games this season, culminating in a state championship against Union County, where they pulled off a wire-to-wire victory. The coach praises great basketball, but for as much work as he puts into his playbook, his players get the effort too.
I hope that they get that understanding of why I'm aggravating sometimes and I get on their nerves sometimes of why I do it. It's just because, like I told them in our last huddle right there, and when I brought them close, is this won't be the greatest thing they accomplish. I love it. It's an amazing thing. We're going to spare no expense of celebrating them guys, but it won't be the best thing they ever accomplished in their life.
59 years in the making. That is 4 straight years the 2A title is staying in Augusta. Westside winning the last 3, and it could be here for longer. They got a solid group of juniors and sophomores stepping into leadership roles next season. That's it for the news side this morning. Let's send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong for Check the Weather.
All right, it's gotten a little cool on us this morning. Sun coming up as we speak here. Temperatures have been as cold as the upper 30s. Augusta Regional has been one of those here, as cold as 37 an hour ago. But upper 30s and mainly 40s. But there's been also some 50-degree temperatures up towards Wilkes County and Aiken County, 49 to 53 there. Bamberg on the cool side there in the lower 40s. Beautiful day. Boy, we're really getting warm, too. This has been pattern of 70s since yesterday, and that's going to continue. Maybe even 80 later today. Now, we'll come down a little bit more into tomorrow with cloud cover that may kind of keep things a little bit cooler, but we're almost 10 degrees above average here for today. So down and up we go for the next 3 days. If we don't hit the 80 mark, there may even be a shot by this weekend, and Saturday would be that day to possibly get back up to 80. There's going to be some rain coming back in the forecast. We'll probably see that more into the weekend setup here as we move on into Sunday. There's going to be that storm threat that will elevate a first alert there because of that. So we'll take you through the rest of this afternoon. From lower 70s at lunchtime, might even want to just have a bite to eat outside, as nice as it will be. Warm finish into the end of the day on the drive home at 5 o'clock. The breeze may kick up about 6 to 12 from the southwest, so warm sunny day there. Overhead, cloud cover does come back for Thursday. Thursday afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy skies with upper 60s and lower 70s. You can see that there's that late day shower or storm threat that may affect areas closer to Atlanta and Macon by the end of the day tomorrow, but really hardly a chance for showers here locally. That's going to come into what could be a stormy Sunday forecast there. Beyond that, St. Patrick's Day and Tuesday looks great. We'll get down 68, 72, keep it warm into next week.